And it's truly a great day for residents and millions of Outer Banks visitors, and a historic day for North Carolina. This morning we learned Federal Judge Louise Flanagan ruled in North Carolina Department of Transportation's favor in the Bonner Bridge lawsuit, clearing a major hurdle for us to move forward with this much-needed replacement project. The judge denied the Southern Environmental Law Center's claims on behalf of the Defenders of Wildlife and National Wildlife Refuge Association that a new parallel bridge over the Oregon Inlet should not be built based on environmental concerns. We want to thank Judge Flanagan for her detailed and thoughtful decision. And with this ruling, NCDOT is prepared to move as quickly as possible to replace this lifeline bridge. Judge Flanagan's decision supports, as we've said, that NCDOT cares about the economy, the environmental impact in all that we do, and the people, both who live there and who visit there. And we strive to find that balance between all three of those aspects, between the economy, the people, and the environment. And our team of experts that are here today work very hard to find that balance. And Judge Flanagan has affirmed that we found that balance, and we thank her for that ruling. In August 2011, as many of you know, NCDOT awarded a $215.8 million contract for the design and construction of a new Bonner Bridge. Design work began immediately, and construction of the new bridge was originally set to begin in early this year. Of course, that work has been on hold pending legal decisions, one of which we got today. As background, since 1990, NCDOT has spent more than $56 million in necessary repairs, inspection, and maintenance to keep the 50-year-old bridge safe and open until we could build a new one. Another necessary $2 million repair project is set to begin this month. We've spent enough taxpayer money already fixing the old bridge, and it's time to build a new one, as I said last week, and as we said a few weeks ago in a press release. And today's ruling is a giant step forward for us. We know there's still more work to do. Next steps, NCDOT is now working with the North Carolina Department of Environment and Natural Resources to resolve a petition at the state level stemming from a similar complaint from the Southern Environmental Law Center. Once that petition is resolved and those permits are secured, NCDOT will move as quickly as possible to begin construction of the new bridge. As we've said, the Bonner Bridge stands on borrowed time. Our engineers and inspectors will continue to closely monitor the bridge for safety until we can complete the new one. And with that, thank you for being here, and either myself or our team will be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Has the hearing been set yet on the petition? This is Eileen Nolan.
Please ask a question again.
Has the hearing been set yet on the petition to revoke the major cabinet permit?
No, that hearing has not been set yet. We convened this morning when we learned of the decision, and both my general counsel and the attorney general lawyers, I think, are working in that direction today.
That will be a hearing before the Office of Administrative Hearings. Is that who's going to hold the hearing?
I had a hard time hearing you.
Will that hearing be held by the Office of Administrative Hearings, a state administrative law judge?
Yes.
Talk about the importance of this bridge and getting it, as opposed to just keeping on repairing and repairing and repairing, actually moving another step forward to having a new bridge.
Well, this is a critical lifeline for the people of the Outer Banks and the people that love to visit the Outer Banks. And we all know that the Outer Banks is a huge chunk of the tourist industry here in North Carolina. So both as a lifeline for connecting people to healthcare or education or job centers, or in the other direction, connecting people from the eastern seaboard to the Outer Banks, the Bonner Bridge is the vital link. And as I went out there last week and I inspected the ferry pier at Rodanthe, because that's the emergency backup if the Bonner Bridge goes out. And what they were saying is you could do about 700 a day back and forth between Stumpy Point and Rodanthe, and you do about 14,000 a day over the Bonner Bridge. So if you have a safety issue like a hurricane coming in or some kind of inclement issue, or even if you're just trying to make a medical emergency, the Bonner Bridge is the way to all of that. So it is a critical lifeline for the residents of the Outer Banks, and it's a critical link for the economy down there as well, for the tourist industry, and we're just thankful that Judge Flanagan saw the balance, and she references this in her decision about the balance that we, NCDOT, worked hard to find the balance, and working with the Federal Highway and our merger teams and moving forward as we find the balance between economy, serving the people, and serving the environment. Yes, Bruce. Yes, on the phone.
Yes, Sam Walker from the Outer Banks Voice. Did the legal counsel that you have advise you that there's a possibility of additional moves by the Southeastern Environmental Law Center regarding possible further litigation?
Sure, they can always appeal. They have 60 days to appeal. We understand that. But we still believe that this is a huge step forward because Judge Flanagan affirmed the work that we've done. And so we want to take a moment and thank her for doing that and highlight some of the points that she highlighted in her decision.
What's the status and schedule of the two NC-12 projects farther south of that at Pea Island and Rodanthe?
Yeah, I was just talking with Jim Trogdon earlier today and last week about that, and we will probably be putting the next sort of where the temporary bridge is. That project will be out for bid, I would say, in the next month or two. And then beyond that, we're still studying options for the Rodanthe Pea Island piece. Other questions?
Anything new regarding the Merlot Beach Nursery project? You said last week when you were down that you might have an update in the next week or two as far as when that's going to go. Is there anything new there?
Yeah, I just received an update on that this morning, and we are moving forward with the permitting, and we are looking at the dredge that's in the area, and hopefully what we can do is, as we put this out for requests for proposals as they come in, we can take a look at what we've got and make a decision based upon proximity of the dredge and get moving as quickly as possible. But I did receive an update on that this morning, and we're hopeful to get moving here in the next month or two.
I said one more question. If and when construction begins on the new Bonner Bridge, how long will it take before it's open?
I think it's a 3-year project.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Other questions? Okay, I just want to thank everyone for being here, and in particular thank Judge Flanagan again for her very detailed decision. If you haven't read the decision, I encourage you to do so, because she highlights our teamwork with the Federal Highway team, our merger teams, and stakeholders. And it's a real tribute to the employees of NCDOT and how hard they work to get this right and find that balance between the economy, the environment, and the people. And that's really where we're focused on, because we care about all three of those. And I applaud the NCDOT team that pulled all this together and worked so hard to get to this point, and we look forward to moving forward together. Thank you very much.